high level of customer service, and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377, to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-461-2844. That's 1-800-461-2844.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to WiscoRadio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Very brief keys to the game for the Vikings making free throws. I have that in all caps on my phone notes. The Vikings have kind of been on a roller coaster from the line this year, having games where they shoot poorly from the charity stripe, then barely missing in other games. And as Colin and I say every single pregame, knocking down free throws is a massive key to any game. And the boys' game last night was a perfect indicator of that. With that, we will hand it over to the Mount Horeb Pep Band for the national anthem.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Mount Horeb High School. Tonight's game between the Portage Warriors and your Mount Horeb Vikings. At this time, the honor American.
So a great job done, as always, by the direction of Mr. Will Jansen. Next, in keys to the game for the Vikings, connecting on threes will be big. Mount Horeb has been hesitant to shoot threes this season, and that could take games that are very close to games that end up being blowouts. Big easy buckets close to the hoop. The Vikings have struggled at times to finish shots in the lane this year, which is something that has came back to haunt them at times. First starting for Portage, starting things off is number 2, Brianna Brandner, following Brandner. Number 3, Caitlin Billieu, following her is number 5, Jenna Garrigan. Following her is number 11, Hillary Nelson, and following her, number 21, Emma Kruger. Thanks to Evan Stang for sticking numbers out there. Now for the Mount Horeb Vikings, starting things off, none other than number 3, Grace Vesperman, sophomore state cross-country runner this season. Following Vesperman is number 23, Emily Wallace, sophomore in the starting lineup for coaches are. Following Wallace, number 22, Julia Magnuson. Following Magnuson is number 11, senior Kenzie Coulthard in the starting lineup. And following Coulthard is number 21, Olivia Yana. Me and having a little miscommunication there. We got it all figured out. Portage in all orange unis on the road. Mountain Horeb in their home white.
Also, one more player, Catherine Stang, making it for her first time on the court here this year after a lengthy injury. So this will be her first time on the court.
Good for Catherine. Of course, Evan's sister getting some PT here as he pumps his fist. Winning the tip is the Vikings under Julia Magnuson. Bringing the ball up for the Vikings is Wally. Emily Wallace running point here, picking a screen up for Magnuson. Magnuson rolls to the hoop. Wallace kicks it now left wing extended to Vesperman. Vesperman gets it back to Wallace. Wallace into the corner to Yana. Vikings moving the ball around here now back to Vesperman. Vesperman gets it over to Wallace. Wallace back to Vesperman. Vesperman heavily contested, gets that shot blocked. Rebounded by Portage. Now with the ball, number 5, Jenna Garrigan. Garrigan getting it to number 3, Caitlin Billieu, down low into the post to number 21, Emma Cruisinger, and getting the deuce is Cruisinger.
Emily Wallace is bringing it back up the court so far.
Thank you to Evan Stange on the stats. Turnover Vikings. Getting the ball now, number 3, Caitlin Billieu. Billieu driving right. Holding the ball up top is Billieu. Now getting it to Nelson. Nelson driving baseline. Loses that one. Will be Vikings possession. 2-0. Vikings trailing here on senior night. Nearly a minute and a half in. 16:26 and ticking. Clock has not started yet. Got to get that figured out. Wallace now bringing it up. Clock now starts. 16:21 and ticking. Vesperman kicks to Yana. Yana, right side of the court, looking down to Magnuson in the post. Does not get it there. Instead, dribbles into the lane, kicks to Magnuson. Off of Magnuson. Second turnover for the Vikings.
It's going to seem like likely in a lot of these games that just ball control is going to be our biggest factor here, especially in play.
Another key to the game, Evan just brought up ball control, not turnovers. Limiting turnovers, big key to any game. Vikings turning the ball over a decent amount this season. Wallace strips it away, somehow gets it back, does the Portage Warriors. Lay in, up, no good, rebounded by Coulthard.
Coulthard back up in the point and thrown up. I believe a charge has been called. That will be a foul on Mackenzie Coulthard. Inbounded to Portage. They're making their way up in the right lane. Blocked by Yana.
Thank you for taking that over there, Evan. Brandner with the ball now. Kicking it into the right wing. to Billieu. Billieu gets it to Cruisinger. Cruisinger now driving to Brandner. Brandner gets it over to Garrigan. Garrigan, nice ball movement here by Portage. Nice defense up top by Magnuson there. Kicking it over to Cruisinger. Cruisinger drives lane. Nice pass down low. Connecting on that lane. 4-0. Portage leads here. Portage, as I said, only one winning conference this season. They're 2-19 overall. Into the corner, now down low to Magnuson. Magnuson shot up and good. Magnuson post turnaround on the block. Vikings, a little press being applied here. Vesper nearly poking that one away. Could have gotten called for a reach and foul. No call was made. As now Portage gets it across the timeline. Over to the top of the key now to Cruisinger. Cruisinger gets it to the right wing to Billieu. Billieu back into the post, and a foul will be called on the Vikings. Coulthard already with one foul. See who they whistle that one on.
Looks like Cruisinger might be down here. Covering her nose.
That
being
foul,
walked off the court.
That foul on Wallace. Picking up number 1 is Wally. As
incoming Cameron Ratz.
Cameron Ratz checks in here. 2 team fouls on the Vikings, none yet on Portage. Inbounding from the wing here now. Garrigan driving left, and a jump ball is called. Will stay with the Warriors. Inbounded, poked away. Will stay with Portage. Now inbounded down low to Brandner. Brandner's shot in the lane up, no good. Rebounded by Coulthard. Coulthard wanting to get out and run with it. Coulthard slows down, hesitation dribble, gets it to Vesprin. Vesprin wide open lane, kicks it to Anderson. Anderson gets tied up, and a reach is called on Portage. Could have easily been a jump ball called, but foul is called on Brandner, numero uno for the senior. Wallace open in the corner, demanding the ball, left corner nearest to us. Anderson getting it to Coulthard. Coulthard spots up top of the key, shot up and good. Splish splash, does Kenzie Coulthard splashing that 3 home from top of the key. Vikings on a nice little 5-0 spurt, leading 5-4 now. 3 up, no good. Rebounded by Garrigan. Driving the lane, nice step through by Brandner. 6-5 now, score 13.5 minutes left in this first half. Wallace driving left, kicking it to Vesperman. Vesperman now open top of the key, shot, fake. Nice shot fake, good patience there by Grace. Kenzie Coulthard demanding the ball, and the foul for Liviana. Olivia Yana goes up in the lane, driving left, gets the hoop and the harm. That foul on number 3, Caitlin Billieu. Her first, second on the team. Now both teams with 2 fouls.
Seeing early in this game, fouls could be a pretty deciding factor, leading plenty of free throws here.
Free throws, as I said in pregame, big key to any and every game in the Badger North and season for that matter. First free throw for Yana is back iron, no good. I believe they called a lane violation on Portage. And Olendick checking in for Emily Wallace. First for Yana, up, and that one rattles out as well. 0 for 2 on that trip are the Vikings from the line. Now over to Brandner. Brandner kicks it to the top of the key. Into the post. Nice defense there by the Vikings. Somehow getting that back is Portage. Reach called late on the Vikings.
Viking fouls on number 3, Grace Vesperman.
Vesperman picking up her first, third on the team. Inbounded to Garrigan. Garrigan nearly gets that one poked away, gets the pass off cleanly back to her top of the key. Now over to Brandner. Brandner traveled with it. Big player early on for Portage is Brandner with 2, but she's been touching the ball on every offensive possession. Vesperman now gets it to Olnick. Olnick driving left, crossing back over. Nearly walked with it, instead gets it to Magnuson. Magnuson out to Vesperman, top of the key. Vesperman driving lane, kicking to Anderson. Anderson's 3 off, no good. Rebounded by Bilyeu. Bilyeu running the point here over to Brandner. Brandner gets it to Garrigan. Garrigan kicks it now to Bilyeu, back to her as she gets into the post. To number 20, Lena Middleton-Harris recently checked in. 3 up and back iron, no good for Garrigan. Rebounded Mount Horeb. 7-6 Vikings lead, 11:41 left in this first half. Kicked out to Olnick. Olnick's 3 off front iron. That one's near and coming towards us. As Caitlin Bilyeu elected to not go after that one. Maybe a wise decision. Portage back with the ball, trailing by 1. Down into the post, poked away. Magnuson secures the steal. Over to Wallace. Wallace checked back in. Last dead ball. Olnick open in the left corner again if they want to get it to her. Now to Magnuson. Magnuson dumped down, and that will be a turnover Vikings. 3rd turnover on the game early on for Mount Horeb. Inbound and nearly turned over again. Over to Garrigan. Garrigan gets it to Bilyeu. Garrigan's 3 up and good. So Garrigan getting on the board for the first time this evening. 9-7 now, Portage on top. 10:37 and ticking. Magnuson in the post. Out to Olnick. Olnick, Wallace, top of the key. That shot nearly blocked. Off front iron, no good. Coulthard trying to go after that one. As a timeout is taken, we'll take one as well. 10:27 left. The Vikings trailing 9-7. We'll be right back.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on wiscoradio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
And a welcome back to you here from Mount Horeb High School. Vikings trailing 9-7. About 7.5 minutes through this first half. 10-20 and ticking left in this first frame of play. Inbounded. Now kicked back out. Looking to get it to the top of the key to Garrigan. They do indeed. Now down to number 22, Cameron Ratz, who gets it poked away by the Vikings. Vikings want to get on a run with it. Wallace thought about the 3, did not take it. Instead gets it to Coulthard. 2-3 zone being played here by Portage. Should leave an open player in the corner for the Vikings. You skip passes to their advantage here. Anderson gets it down to Magnuson. Her laying up no good. Magnuson looking for a foul, nothing called. 9-7 still a score. 9.5 minutes left in this first frame of play. Bringing the ball across here now. The three up and good for Rats. As Portage surprising a few people here. As I said, 1-12 in conference. Turnover Vikings. As Mount Horeb in danger of going down 7 or 8 here. 9:14 left. Vikings trailing 12-7. Inbounding it here is Brander. Brander recently checked back in. Inbounds it to Garrigan. Garrigan with 3 on the ball game. Swung over. Now dumped into the post. Excuse me. Back out to the top. Rats tries her luck again. That shot no good. Rebounded by Portage. Another key to the game. Stop offensive rebounds. Second chance points can be killers in high school basketball. Rats tries again. Shot no good. Rebounded by Yana.
Yana bringing it up to the right wing here. Over to, and Coulthard in the bottom missed off the backboard.
Coulthard got to be careful of a reach called jump ball. Will go the way of the Vikings. Key to the game for Mount Horeb, finishing layups. They've had trouble this season. Something they've got to work on here if they want to close this gap. Down 5 at the moment. Coulthard gets it. Shot fake. Nice shot fake at that. Over to Wallace. Wallace's 3. Front iron no good. Rebounded by Vesperin. Vesperin gets it back to Wallace. Over to Race Vesperin. Vesperin driving right. Getting it back to Wallace on the right wing. Wallace now shot fakes. Gets it to Vesperman. Nice no-look pass there by Vesperman to Wallace. Wallace now setting things up top of the key. Getting it to Coulthard. Coulthard back to Wallace. Back to Coulthard now. Down low to Yana. Yana gets it to Anderson. Her lay-in up and good. Anderson closing it now to a 1-possession game with that 2. 3-point Warrior lead. 7:40 left in this first half. Skip pass to Rats. Now into the corner. Lefty 3 up. Airballed. As that will be Vikings ball. Vikings getting it into Emily Wallace. Wallace, nice crossover left. Now driving, hesitation, dribble over to Yana. Yana playing with a braced right knee as she has all season. Over to the aforementioned Yana, driving the lane, getting that one poked away. Turnover Vikings. Julia Magnuson looks to check back in at the next dead ball. 7 minutes left in this first half. Vikings down 12-9. Skip now to Billiou. Billiou shot fake on Vesperin. 2-3 zone being played here by Mount Horeb. Got to watch the skip pass.
And a jump ball has been called.
Magnuson checks in. Coulthard checks out. Junior for senior. 6:48 left. Vikings still down 12-9. Inbounded with 6:45 and ticking. Double team top of the key. Now into the corner. Nice dump down. That lay-in no good by Garrigan. As that will be Vikings ball off the out of bounds. Full court press still being applied here by Portage. Up 12-9, 6.5 minutes left in this first half. Wallace dribbles it off her foot. Turnover Mount Horeb. Laying up no good for Portage. Rebounded on the offensive side of things. Now over to Nelson. Nelson slowing things down here. Over to Brandner. Brandner gets it top of the key now. Back to Brandner. 3 is up. And good for Garrigan. Garrigan indeed on that 3. Anderson now gets it right wing. Vikings down 6. Wallace looking for an open Viking, getting it to Vesperman. Wallace now back with it, top of the key. Vesperin getting doubled in the corner, back to Wallace. Wallace got to be wary of the double. Almost zipped it down low to Anderson. Now they do. Back to Wallace. Vesperin now getting it down to Magnuson. Magnuson easy lane for 2. 15-11. Now the score. 5:23 and ticking left in this first half. Near turnover for Portage. As now Garrigan has the top of the key. Getting it back. 3 up and swatted by Magnuson. Rebounded and a late reach is called on the Vikings. I could see that one from here. Vesperman picking up her second, 4th on the team. Vesperman with 2, Coulthard with 1, and Wallace with 1 as well. Couple of new substitutions for Portage. As the Portage Warriors on top here, 15-11, almost surpassing their point total from the entire game last game against Reedsburg. Timeout taken. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Vikings basketball on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings trailing 15-11. 5 minutes left in this first half. Shout out to my mom listening at a scrapbooking camp up in northern Wisconsin. Thank you for listening as always. 5 players for each side retaking the court. Now inbounded. Swinging it to the left to Brandner. Brandner nearly gets poked away, gets it to Garrigan. Garrigan looking down low to Brandner. Double team now top of the key. Now over to Billiou, excuse me. Olenek picks that one off. Gotta make this lay-in. She does not. As that might come back to bite the Vikings later in this game. Trailing 15-11, 4.5 minutes left in this ballgame. That will stay with Portage, poked out of bounds by Olendick. .427 left in this first half. Vikings trailing 15-11. Scoring for the Vikings, Anderson with a pair, Coulthard with 3, Magnuson with 4, and Yano with 2 for Portage. Brianna Bradner with 2, Jenna Garrigan with 6, Emma Cruisinger with 4. As a foul on the Vikings, finishing off stats, Cameron Ratz with 3. Viking foul on Kenzie Coulthard, number 2 on Kenzie. Now Vesperman and Coulthard both with 2 fouls.
With a travel called on the Warriors as well.
Vikings got to get a score here. 4:21 left. Vikings trailing by 4. As Wallace breaks the timeline.
Warriors snaking out that ball from underneath the hands of Anderson. Bill, you're bringing it up top, followed by Bradner.
3:50 left. Vikings trailing 15-11. That shot up, no good for Portage. Will go the way of the Vikings. Inbounded to Anderson. Anderson down to Magnuson. Turnover on the Vikings. Errant pass from Emma Anderson. Good thought process getting it down to Magnuson, who's wide open. Just a little too much mustard on that pass.
A little bit.
Nearly stolen away, I should say. Nearly stolen away by the Vikings as 3:32 left. Inbounding it here, stolen by Wallace. Wallace driving lane, nearly making her defender fall. Now down to Anderson. Anderson out to Wallace. Wallace down to Magnuson. Magnuson post spin up and good. Julia Magnuson getting on the scoreboard yet again. Time out will be taken. We'll take one as well. Vikings trailing by 2. 3:12 left in this first half.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
The Jared Nelson Agency is a proud supporter of Viking athletics. Known as the top farm insurer in Wisconsin, the Jared Nelson Agency is also your source for commercial, home, auto, and life insurance. Call 437-4020 or stop by the office at 211 West Main Street, Mount Horeb, to protect what matters most.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Leading Mount Horeb in scoring, none other than Julia Magnuson with 6. Leading also with 6 for Portage is Jenna Garrigan. Garrigan with a pair of 3 balls. 3:12 left. Vikings trailing 15-13 as the Vikings got to put something together here late in this first half.
Yeah, this has certainly been a close game, so I don't think we're too far behind here, Dan. I think we can certainly close this gap real quick. I think if we stay decisive, if we keep hitting our foul shots on the free throw line, I think this could be an easy wrap-up for a game.
15-13, Vikings got it down to a 1-possession game now. Bringing it across here is Garrigan. Garrigan over to Billieu. Billieu down into the post. Lay-in blocked. Up no good. 15-footer up no good as well. That will go with the Vikings. Vikings trailing by 2. 5 ticks under 3 minutes at 2:55 left. 5 team fouls. 5 team fouls on the Vikings. Only 2 for Portage, so it's been a pretty quick half. First half at that. Over to Wallace. Wallace down low. Kicked out top of the key. Wallace thought about the 3, did not take it. Instead gets to Yana. Yana down low to Magnuson. Over to Anderson. Anderson free throw line jumper up. No good. Rebounded by Portage. Portage now looking to get it down on the post. Nearly poked away. Will remain Portage ball. 15-13 these score. 2:10 now. Turnover at Portage. Vikings with another chance to tie or take the lead here. Couple ticks over 2 minutes. Now 2 minutes left. Vikings trailing by 2. Now over to Wallace. Wallace down low to Magnuson. Magnuson bumping bodies, kicking out top of key to Vesperman. Vesperman's jumper up and good. Tie ball game. Vesperman getting her first points on the ball game. Now tying things up. Minute 38 left. Vikings and Portage Warriors tied up here. Double team top of the key. Got to get back on defense. They do. Great job there by the Vikings. Minute 21 left. Tie ball game here. Bound to be a good finish of this first half. Laying up, no good, and a foul is called on the Vikings. Will be a shooting foul. That foul on Anderson, number 1 on her, 6th on the team. Free throw is up, back iron, no good. Still yet to make a free throw is both teams. Vikings 0 for 2, Warriors now 0 for 1. Olendick in for Vesperman here. Brandner at the line for their second up 2. That shot up, no good as well. Rebounded by Coulthard.
Coulthard bringing it up the right, looking for someone to pass.
Gets it down into the corner to Olendick. Olendick down to Anderson. Anderson's laying up and good just like that. Minute left. Vikings leading 17-15. Jump ball called. Will go the way of Mount Horeb.
First time in a while, Dan, that we've been in the lead now, 17-15.
Could actually be the first time this game, unless we're ahead 2-0 early on, but I believe Portage started out up 4-0. Wallace now getting it to Coulthard. Coulthard pass fake, now gets to Magnuson. Magnuson fouled on the way up, I believe. Magnuson indeed fouled on the way up.
And this is where those decisive free throws are going to come in. This could bring us a quick lead here.
Up by 2. Up by 2 are the Vikings. Still up by 2 as Magnuson's free throw up, no good. Yana checks in. Coulthard checks out. Second foul on that play on Brandner. Only the 3rd on the team. Magnuson, second of 2. In the air, up and good. Portage back with the ball. Nearly turned over there. Now back to the top of the key.
And Olendick keeping a tight turn on these players here.
Turnover Portage as the Vikings on a nice 5-0 spurt could go into the halftime lead, potentially up 6 with 30 seconds left. Vikings, I'm expecting them to hold for the last shot here unless they get a wide open look within a couple feet of the rim. 20 seconds left. Yana dribbling right over to Wallace. Wallace down to the post. Magnuson, that shot looks like it was partially blocked. 7 seconds left. Portage now with the ball. Travel is called on number 22, Cameron Ratz. Vikings back with the ball now.
If Mount Horeb can inbound this and get this shot within 7.4 seconds that are following, this could be a really great play here, Dan.
Inbounded to Emily Wallace. Wallace turns it over. 3 seconds left. Now 2 with 1. That shot up and blocked. Vikings going into the halftime lead up 18-15. We'll take one quick break and we'll be right back.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan of Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
You are listening to Vikings Basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Plain Wisconsin, the largest selection and the lowest prices on swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, backyard courts, sports training products, and much more. Try it first at Plain Wisconsin, Parmenter Street in Middleton, or plainwisconsin.com.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
Plain Wisconsin is your local home court headquarters for everything basketball. From driveway hoops to indoor-outdoor home courts, find the perfect addition for your family. Visit PlayInWisconsin.com or stop by Wisconsin's only basketball showroom to see all the features before you buy. Try it first at Play in Wisconsin.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
It's an exciting time to work at Land's End in Dodgeville. Our distribution and call centers are hiring for first and second shift holiday part-time jobs. We offer flexible schedules in a variety of positions. Plus, you'll get access to our amazing employee discount, on-site clinic, and fitness center, and so much more. Starting wage is $13.25 to $14.25 an hour, with premium wages up to $21.38 per hour for select peak dates. In addition, we offer weekend and evening premium pay. Apply today at landsend.com/jobs. That's landsend.com/jobs.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, home of the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Welcome back here to Wisco Radio's coverage of the last regular season matchup. This is coming between the Portage Warriors and the Mount Horeb Vikings. Vikings up 3, 18-15 at the half. In the first half, the Vikings, what they've done well, great job getting it down low to Julia Magnuson. Magnuson starting with 7 points in the half. Stats for the Vikings. Westerman finishing the first half with 2. Anderson finishing with 4. Colthart finishing with 3. Yano with 2. And Magnuson with 7. Joining me tonight, none other than Evan Stange. Evan, what's another thing the Vikings did well in the first half?
Well, some things that I think they did very well for sure was just, certainly keeping them on their toes. I think the Warriors had plenty of chances to shoot, but we denied them for sure. So I think as long as they can keep that up in the second half, that without a doubt will save us.
Wait, with that, 4:45 left in this Wisco Radio halftime show. We'll be right back.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action, brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in this halftime show. What the Vikings can work on, get more shots at the line. They only shot 4 times, and only one of those 4 went in. Maybe get to the line a few more times, pick up more fouls on Portage. They only had 5 in the half. Get to the line and start this game out even farther. Stopping Garrigan will also be big. She had 6 points in the first half, all coming from beyond three-point land. Evan, what's one more thing, or a couple more things, the Vikings getting better in the second half?
All right, so some things we can certainly do in the better in the second half. For sure, we'll have to do some free throws. We're fouling them, but they're fouling us too, and I think we're losing some pretty easy points here. Another thing is just be breaking that 2-3 zone, and just making sure, Magnuson is usually down in the lane, keeping us open. And so I think for sure if we can recognize that and we can get the ball down there more often, I think we'll be soaring points to the roof.
Getting Magnuson rolling will be big here in the second half. 2.5 minutes left in this Wisco Radio halftime show. We will take one final break and be right back.
Question. When you walk into the boardrooms of the most successful companies here in Wisconsin, who do you meet? Answer. Men and women who played high school sports. Education-based high school sports give us more than athletes we can root for. They give us leaders we can depend on. Question. So, where will we find tomorrow's leaders? Answer. High school sports.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
You are listening to the Mount Horeb Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Plain Wisconsin, the largest selection and the lowest prices on swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, backyard courts, sports training products, and much more. Try it first at Plain Wisconsin, Parmenter Street in Middleton, or plainwisconsin.com.
Dr. Steven Samuelson and Lauren Ta are your local eye care professionals. Any time of year is a great time to schedule your optical exam and your eye care needs. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care, 437-3377, to schedule your eye exam today. 437-3377. You'll be glad you did.
Plain Wisconsin is your local home court headquarters for everything basketball. From driveway hoops to indoor-outdoor home courts, find the perfect addition for your family. Visit PlayInWisconsin.com or stop by Wisconsin's only basketball showroom to see all the features before you buy. Try it first at Play in Wisconsin.
You are listening to an exclusive interview brought to you only by Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. 36 seconds left in this halftime show. Another quick keys for the second half for Mount Horeb. As I said, stopping Garrigan, also getting into the line a few more times. Only shot 4 attempts in that half. Something Portage could do, the Warriors in the second half. Get to the line themselves more often. Only shot 2 times at the line in the half. Missing both. Portage looking to come back on the court, as well as the Vikings as the band exits. Clock hits double zeros as Jana Coulthard, Magnuson, Vesperman, and Wallace are in for the Vikings. Portage getting the ball here. Portage looking to tie the game up here on this play.
Bellew and Kruger, certainly by the Warriors, are keeping up the top here.
Garrigan knocking down another 3, as I believe that is her second. Jana bringing the ball up. Only 18-15, the halftime score. Certainly slower paced than a boys' game as Yana drives the lane, gets that one blocked. As that will stay with the Vikings by the look of it. Inbounding it here is Vesperman getting it into Wallace in the corner. Wallace left corner getting it now to Kenzie Coulthard. Coulthard playing her last home game tonight, unless you count the playoffs. Vikings in action on next Tuesday. Wallace now with it. Wallace getting it to Vesperman. Vesperman got an open Coulthard in the right corner. Now free throw line jumper up, no good. Rebounded by the Vikings. And Magnuson puts it back up and in. Now Portage's ball. That last score coming courtesy of Julia Magnuson on a putback. Lane shot up, no good. Rebounded by Portage and Garrigan. Garrigan had herself a nice first half, finishing with 6, all coming from beyond the arc. Magnuson pokes that away on the way up. Shot up no good by Nelson. Wallace now looking to push this Vikings lead even further. Vikings down to Magnuson. Magnuson easy deuce. So Julia Magnuson with all 4 points in this half. All 4, of course, for the Vikings, as the Vikings lead 22-18 with 15:51 and ticking.
Magnuson also holds half of the current team points, with 11 of the current 22.
As Evan said, 11 of the 22, 3 up, no good by number 5, Garrigan. Front iron, a little more oomph on it, and that would have splashed home. Yana backing it out here over to Wallace. Back to Yana, now down low to Magnuson. Magnuson up, no good. Vikings lead 22-18, 5:26 and ticking. Now over to Brandner. Into the corner, 3 up with no hesitation. Shot up, no good by Garrigan. Garrigan actually did not hesitate to shoot that at all. As a couple players hit the deck. Anderson checking back in. And Callie Krieger checking in for Portage. Anderson in for Yana. Inbounded to Magnuson. Magnuson don't get much easier than that. Evan Magnuson, easy bucket. Now with 13 of the 24 for the Vikings. Clock under 15 minutes. Now at 14:53. Vikings up 6. Starting this half on a 6-0 spurt.
Certainly, Dan, as I said in the halftime, something we can improve, of course, is Magnuson just getting those free shots out and down by the block.
Laying up and good for number 22, Emma Kreitzinger. Kreitzinger playing with a patch over her left eye. Must have gotten poked in the first half. Brianna Brandner picking up her third. Head coach Jessica Howell electing to leave Brandner in. Wallace now backs it out, looking into Coulthard, gets it there. Down to Anderson. Anderson, nice pass. And a beautiful finish by Vesperman. Vikings up 26-20 on an 8-2 spurt. Vikings up 6, 14-11 left. Poked away by the Vikings, stolen. Anderson up to Vesperman. Vesperman shot fake goes under. Nice up and under move there. As this one's all Vikings here in the second half, starting on a 10-2 run.
With 4 sophomores out on the court right now, this is, the fight that they're putting up is certainly amazing.
Over now into the corner, travel called as the Vikings have all the momentum here, up 8, 13:47 left.
And I believe that'll be Bradner's 4th and final foul of the night.
4th, they actually call that. Maybe no foul was called, Evan. Bradner still only has 3. Must have been poked out of bounds. Vesperman brings it back out. Now to Vesperman. Vesperman 3 off, no good. Rebounded by Portage. Anderson just rips that away as Portage stumbles back on it. Over now into the corner. Now right corner double teamed in the post. Anderson defending down low. As a double dribble is the call. Not much going offensively here for Portage as they are down 8 on a 10-2 run coming from Mount Horeb. 13-16 left. Vikings looking to go up double digits here. Now over to Vesperman. Vesperman getting double, getting it back to Olendick. A couple of members of the cross-country team that ran at state. As Portage gets the ball off the turnover, 3 up, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Vesperman pushing it here. Crossing left, nice crossover by Vesperman into the lane. No foul called, we'll stay with the Vikings.
Checking in for the Warriors,
Garrigan checking back in for Portage. Garrigan had herself a nice first half, putting up 6. Inbound to Library, down low. Library gets fouled on the way up.
Warrior fouls on number 20, Nina Middleton-Harris.
Warrior foul on number 20. Lena Middleton-Harris, number 1 on her. Librari's first rattles home, excuse me. Zoe Parker.
Number 22, Julia Magnuson.
And Julia Magnuson checking in for the Vikings. Parker definitely capable of putting up big numbers. Consistently see her in the 20s on the scoreboard in JV games. Liebfried's second splashes through.
And that's another key to the game there, those free throw points. Sinking
Vikings now 3 for 6 from the line, 2 for 2 in this half. Vikings up 10, 30-20. 12-33 and ticking in this first half. 12 and a half minutes left. Vikings up 10-3 is up. And good for number 3, Billiou, as she narrows the gap now to 7. Now over to Magnuson. Magnuson getting it to Parker. Parker could have gotten called for an over and back. No call was made. Now to Burke. Burke over into the post to Magnuson. Magnuson kicks out top of the key to Olendick. Olendick drives lane lefty. Floater fouled on the way up. Magnuson with 13. Library with those 2 free throws. Only scorers that are in for the Vikings right now. Olendick at the charity stripe for a pair. First off, back iron, no good. 12:03 left. Clock stopped as Coulthard looks to check back in. Excuse me, Vikings up 7. Second for Olendick. Back iron as well, no good. Vikings now 3 of 8 on that game from the line. 2 of 4 this half. Over to the left wing. Skip pass to the top of the key back. The 3 up by Garrigan is no good. Olendick now bringing it across. Crossing to her left. Now free throw line extended. Down to Magnuson. Magnuson post turnaround up and good. Give Magnuson 15 of the 32. This half all Vikings currently outscoring Baraboo 14-8. Foul is called on the Vikings, their first of the half. That foul on Olendick, her first, team first. .11:08 left, Vikings up 9. as Porter's got to get something going quick on offense. Now under 11 minutes into the post. To Kreitzinger. She turns it over. Wallace back into this one. Now to Olendick. Olendick from about Bryce Farnsworth range at the top of the key. Almost NBA range out there. Now to Yana. Yana gets down to Coulthard. Coulthard, beautiful dime. And a missed lay-in by Magnuson. And Magnuson makes about 9 out of every 10 of those. Wants to have that one back. Now into the right corner, excuse me. Top of the key now. To Cruisinger. Cruisinger gets it to Bradner. Bradner really the only thing going offensively in this game for Portage. Had 6 in the first half. Driving baseline, maybe walked with it, did Portage. As a nice save there. Driving the lane, Magnuson almost got a piece of that, laying up and good for number 3, Bilyeu. She now has 8 for Portage. 32-25 Vikings on top, 9.5 minutes left, and a reach-in foul is called.
Warrior fouls on number 3, Caitlin Blue, her third. Team's fourth.
So Bilyeu picking up her third, number 3 with 3 fouls. Third team foul on Portage in the half. Or fourth team, excuse me, 1 on the Vikings. Over to Vesper and back to Wallace, top of the key. Wallace getting defended very closely, now gets it into the corner to Yana. Yana back to Vesperman. Vesperman over to Yana, down low to Magnuson. Magnuson getting the reach-in called.
Warrior fouls on number 3, Caitlin
That
Blue.
foul on Bilyeu, her 4th. Timeout taken, we'll take one as well. You're listening to Vikings Basketball on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You're listening to Wisco Radio, the leader in Mount Horeb Prep Athletics.
Welcome back here to Wisco Radio. 32-25 Vikings on top. 9:13 left. Vikings led 18-15 at the half. Came out firing all cylinders, starting the half on a 10-2 run. Inbounded to Coulthard. Coulthard back to Vesperman in the corner. Vesperman driving left, kicking to Yana. Yana's 3, just a little right, no good. Bilyeu getting her 4th foul on that last possession. As the Vikings still up 7 with 8.5 minutes left, just about. Over and through the hands of number 21, Cruisinger, as she gets that one back. Now driving baseline are the Warriors and number 2, Brianna Brandner. 32-25 still the score. Portage not really showing much urgency on this possession with 8:21 left. Down 7. Stolen by Yana, and that's not what Portage needed. Yana pushing it, backing down. Spin move in the post, laying up, no good. Three in transition, up, no good for Rats. As 8 minutes left, Vikings up 7. Into Anderson, now to Coulthard in the corner. Coulthard, post hook gets blocked. As that's one of the hardest shots in basketball to block, the post hook. Lefty shot up, no good by Brandner as Portage gets that one back.
Jump ball. Possession on Horeb.
Jump ball is the call. Possession will go the way of the Vikings.
Yeah, certainly an interesting call there. Neither the Vikings or the Warriors seem very happy about that.
5 team fouls on Portage and 1 on the Vikings.
Did not hear that call there.
Not sure what it was, but inbounded down low. Post hook up, no good. For Portage, Coulthard wanting to get out and run with it. Coulthard now into the corner to Anderson. Anderson has nobody within 10 feet of her, elected not to shoot it. Instead gets to Livefree. Livefree down 2. Magnuson. Magnuson through the double up and good. So Magnuson now with 17 of the 34. As a timeout taken, we'll take one as well. We'll be right back.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
The Jared Nelson Agency is a proud supporter of Viking athletics. Known as the top farm insurer in Wisconsin, the Jared Nelson Agency is also your source for commercial, home, auto, and life insurance. Call 437-4020 or stop by the office at 211 West Main Street, Mount Horeb, to protect what matters most.
Rural Mutual Insurance, keeping Wisconsin strong.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up 9, 34-25, 7:05 left. Magnuson really the deciding factor in this game was 17. Got to be in double digits this half. Leading for Portage is Garrigan with 9. Bellew also with 8.
I think we have kept up to what we were talking about in the halftime show there. Certainly Mount Horeb has kept up that, that energy in the beginning year that sometimes was lacking, especially for the boys team. So I think it's certainly interesting to see how much can change when just, one or two small little things change.
Speaking of the boys there in Wanakee tomorrow, Colin and Evan will be on the call for that, giving me the night off. 7:05 left, inbounded here. And nearly turning it over, Maisha Thompson recently checked in. Somehow getting back on that one is Portage. 6:55 and ticking, Vikings up 9. 18-15 was the halftime score, and as I said, Vikings came out hot in the second half, thrown away there, as that will be Vikings ball. Boys team then going to Beaver Dam Saturday. No Wisco call on that for a rematch against West Bend East, or I should say a makeup game. Down into the post to Livefree. Give Livefree another deuce as that extends the Viking lead to 11. Leah Livefree now with 4. Vesperin with 6. Magnuson, of course, with the 17 of the 36 for the team. Over now to Brandner. Brandner looking into the corner to Krieger. Does not go there as she gets tied up top of the key. Now over to Cruisinger. Down into the post now. And a foul on the way up. I believe they will get Maisha Thompson, the sophomore, with the foul. Second team foul indeed. That is on Thompson. That stops the clock. 6:05 left. Vikings up 11. Free throw up and good for Hillary Nelson, giving her the first points of the ball game. That splashed home free throw is the first of the half for Portage. Second one up, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Will go the way of the Vikings. Now 1 of 3 from the line is Portage. Vikings have more opportunities. Shooting 3 of 8. Wallace gets to Anderson. Anderson back to Wallace. Now under 6 minutes, Vikings up 10. As Wallace spins left, now driving left over to Thompson. Thompson out to Buys. Buys driving the lane back to Thompson. Thompson kicks out to Vesperman. Vesperman thought about the 3, instead drives the lane. Easy lay-in is no good. Vesperman got to shake that one off. Just forget that play happened. The Vikings up 10 under 5.5 minutes now. 36-26 with 5:21 and ticking. Over now to Brandner. Brandner holding it top of the key. Buys pokes that one away. Lucky to get back on it is Brandner. Brandner, nice defense being applied there by Vesperman. Now back to Brandner. Brandner, hesitation dribble down low. Shot up and no good. That will go the way of the Vikings. Caitlin Billieu checking in for Portage, Olivia Burke checking in for Mount Horeb. Zoe Parker also checking in for the Vikings. 4:45 left, Vikings up 10.
This now officially is a totally underclassmen squad here with 4 sophomores and I believe a freshman, Dan.
All sophomore lineup here, Evan. Excuse me, Aisha Thompson actually a freshman. I thought she was a sophomore. My bad.
No, sir.
As you said, Colin, all sophomores and a freshman in here. Three up in the corner, no good. As that will stay with the Vikings. Sorry for calling you Colin there, Evan. So used to saying Colin with me on the mics. That is my fault, buddy.
No problem.
Inbounded to Burke, back to Parker in the corner. To Vesperman. Now to Thompson, top of the key. Driving the lane, getting it poked away. Rebounded by Portage. Just about under 4 minutes now. 4:08 left. Vikings up 10. Not really too much urgency being shown here by Portage as the lay-in up no good. We'll go with Mount Horeb. Sydney Elliott checking in for Mount Horeb, along with Anna Olendick. 4 minutes and a second left. Vikings up 10. Full court press being applied here. Inbounded to Elliott. Now over to Olendick. Olendick loses it, gets it poked away. Laying up. And good for number 5, Jenna Garrigan. Garrigan now has some nice defense being applied. Timeout taken by Mount Horeb. Will take one as well. We'll be right back.
It's an exciting time to work at Land's End in Dodgeville. Our distribution and call centers are hiring for first and second shift holiday part-time jobs. We offer flexible schedules in a variety of positions. Plus, you'll get access to our amazing employee discount, on-site clinic, and fitness center, and so much more. Starting wage is $13.25 to $14.25 an hour, with premium wages up to $21.38 per hour for select peak dates. In addition, we offer weekend and evening premium pay. Apply today at landsend.com/jobs. That's landsend.com/jobs.
You are listening to the Mount Horeb Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Vikings up 36-28, 3:39 left. As Portage got to show some urgency here. Down 8 with just over 3.5 minutes left. also like to give a shout out to none other than Owen Ziegler listening tonight. So thank you, Owen. Warrior foul on number 5, Garrigan. Her first 7th on the team. Vikings will be in the bonus here on out. Oldendick going to the line for a 1-and-1 bonus. Oldendick's first is up and good. As Anna Oldendick knocks down the first of 2 now. Oldendick now her second up and good as well. (38-28) back to a 10-point lead now under 3.5 minutes left. Turnover at Portage as the Vikings will get the ball back. Foul on the Vikings. Magnuson picking up her first. This one under 3 minutes now. Vikings up 10. Low scoring affair here. Not many total points scored. Only 38 for the Vikings and 28 for Portage. Ball is getting over a screen there nicely. Kicked into the corner 3. Up no good. Rebounded by Yana. Yana over to Magnuson now to Yana once again. Anderson driving right. Picks up her dribble. Loses it. As now the Portage Warriors now need to get something going quickly on offense. Down 10 now, just about 2 minutes left. 2:06 and ticking. Lay-in is up and good for Brandner. As she narrows it to an 8-point lead now for Mount Horeb. Kinsey Coulthard might have pushed off. Instead, she steps back. 3 up, no good. Rebounded by Magnuson as she gets another deuce. Now at 19 on the game, just about half of the points for the Vikings. Poked away by Anderson. Turnover by Portage. Turnover. Portage. Vikings got it stolen away. And then Portage turned it right back over. Magnuson laying up, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. 1:14 and ticking left. As Olivia Yana will pick up the foul. Yana picking up number 1, 4th on the team. As if Portage were to make a comeback, it'll all start on these free throws. Timeout taken, we'll take one as well. We'll be right back.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Can't make it to the game? Catch it live on WiscoRadio.com or download our mobile app on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store.
Welcome back here to Mount Horeb High School. Just announced over the PA system, girls hosting Baraboo next Tuesday in playoff action. Winner of that will go on the road to the 2 seed Oregon Panthers, as that will be no tough task, or no easy task, for whoever wins the game. 40-30 Vikings on top in this game. Minute 13 left. First free throw is up, back iron, no good. As Bilyeu misses the first, as she needed to knock both of these down to maybe spark a comeback. Her second is up and good. Bilyeu knocking down 1 of 2 there. Foul on Portage, as now the Vikings will go to the line here on out. That foul on Bilyeu, her 5th, as she has fouled out. Bilyeu finishing with 11 of the 31, as she had herself a nice game. Last regular season game for both of these teams. Free throw up and good for Kayla Plotz. Plotz at the line for her second. Up and good.
Dan, I certainly wouldn't be surprised if Mount Horeb just waited up the time here as soon as they get the next possession.
Minute and 5 left. That 3 in transition up, no good. Rebounded by Portage on the offensive side of things. Back out. Tyler Magnuson maybe got a piece of that. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Plotz. Coulthard gets fouled, as that make a couple here, and that should just about do her.
Yeah, I'd certainly be interested then if they made 11 points after these free throws here with 54 seconds left.
That foul on Kreitzinger, her first of the game, 9th on the team. Coulthard at the line for a pair. Her first up and back iron, no good. As the second lane violation on Portage, that one on Nelson. Coulthard up and no good once again. Rebounded by Portage. As a jump ball is called, will go the way of the Vikings. Kalina Ackerman checking in here for Coulthard, as Coulthard will get one final round of applause in her high school regular season career. Magnuson also checks out. Livefried checks in. Anderson now gets it into her. Plotz gets fouled.
Thrown over there by Garrigan.
Garrigan, maybe frustration foul there as she picks up her second. Plotz will go to the line 4-2. First for Plotz, jumper free throw. Rather effective as she's 3 for 3. As the Vikings have knocked down their last 3 from the line. Anderson checks out. Parker checks in for Mount Horeb. Plotz. Next free throw rattles out. No good. 43-31 here. Vikings just cannot foul. Just keep the game going, as right as I say that, they do foul.
Stroke of luck there, Dan.
41 seconds left. Vikings up 12, 43-31. Zoe Parker picking up her first.
Vikings 12 points ahead and double bonus with 41.5 seconds to go. Excuse me, that'll bring it down to 11 points.
Grace Vesperman checks out. As Catherine Stange seeing her first playing time on the season. That second free throw up, no good. 0 for 2 on that trip. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson gets fouled immediately. Not quite sure why Portage is still fouling, down 12 with 38 seconds left.
Maisha Thompson at the line, shooting 2.
Thompson at the line for a pair. First up and good. That should just about do her. 13-point lead for the Vikings with only 38.6 seconds left. Krieger checking in for Portage. Replacing Garrigan. Garrigan had herself quite the game. Thompson goes 2 for 2 on that trip as the Vikings now lead 45-31. Nearly turned over. Nice closeout by Stange. That shot up no good. That lay-in up no good as well. As a jump ball is called, we'll stay on this end of the court. 24.1 seconds left. Vikings up 14, 45-31. Inbounded. Now down into the post. Shot up no good. Rattles home actually. For Woodhouse. As Stange goes up with the shot up no good. 8 seconds left. 45-33. Vikings on top. 3 up. Nice close up by Parker. 3 up no good. And the land is up and good. And that will be the final. That bucket by Rotz. Vikings winning 45-35. We will take a quick break and be back at the Wisco Radio Halftime Show. We'll be right back.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
You are listening to Wisco Radio.
Welcome back here to the Wisco Radio postgame show. Vikings victorious here, 45-35. Final stats for Portage. Brander finishing with 4. Bilyeu with 9. Leading is Jenna Garrigan with 11. Hillary Nelson, with 1. Emma Cruisinger with 4. And Rats with the 3. Went scoreless in the second half for the Vikings. 6 for Vesperman, 2 for Olnick, 4 for Anderson, 3 from Coulthard, a free throw from Maisha Thompson, 2 from Yana, 4 from Livefried, and the big 19 coming from Julia Magnuson. So Vikings winning this game handily by 10, 45-35, led 18-15 at the half, started the second half on a 10-2 spurt. Evan, got anything more to say?
I mean, I think especially during the second half, the Vikings played an amazing game tonight. We kept up that great energy. We started scoring some of our free throws. And I believe this might be one of our higher scoring games here, Dan, being 45. I'm not sure exactly what our average is, but this seems a little bit higher than that.
Averaging about 42, 43 on the season. Our next game will be tomorrow. Big showdown in Waunakee. Boys squaring off against the Warriors. Until then, Colin and Em will be on the call. Until then, have a great Friday. And as always, go Vikings.
Well, that's it for the broadcast tonight. If you missed any of the action live on Wisco Radio, you can always go back to wiscoradio.com and click on the Archives tab to listen to 24/7 on-demand replays of Mount Horeb Athletics. And now it's time to get back to regular scheduled programming right here on Wisco Radio. If you're looking to find the next live broadcast, go to wiscoradio.com.
The experts at Web.com want to build your business a successful website for free, just like we did for these current Web.com customers.
We've looked at other website designers. There's nobody better than Web.com.
Web.com can build your website in as little as 7 days free. Plus, we'll promote it on all the major search engines. If after 30 days you're happy, we'll continue to provide promotion, hosting, support, and maintenance, all for one low monthly fee. If not, cancel and pay nothing.
If you're in business and you don't have a web presence, you won't be taken seriously.
Call right now and you'll also get a free .com or .net domain name for your new website powered by VeriSign, the world's